The world of Teyvat and its nations is a vast one, full of many secrets, treasures, ruins, and scenic beauty. Then you have places so full of mystery, they pique that interest and make you wonder about such places. The list of such places range from at this present time from key landmarks all the way to even entire nations and beyond. With such a large list at present, it was hard to narrow it down, but here are 6 mysterious places we don't know too much about yet. But first, before we begin though, if you enjoy Teyvat's facts and wisdom, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. After the video is over, join us over in our community Discord server, where we talk all about Genshin, including lore. Okay, with that said, let's open the Teyvat dictionary and see what's been uncovered. To start with, let's look at the infamous Javari. We first learn about this place through various means, such as the Wanderer's Trope and Lava Walker artifact sets, through NPCs, and even the loading screen teases this place. Bennett called it the Edge of the World in his poem during the Windbloom Festival, and some language translations calling it the Silent Sea of Ashes. But the most well-known account has to be from Venti's story quest. Many paint it as a desolate, vast place that is rich in volcanic activity. Many adventurers have lost their lives trying to explore this place. Not surprising, as in real life, lava fields are super hot and dangerous, with its extreme temperatures, ash and toxic gas, and smoke that can cause serious harm. Not surprising, as in real life, lava fields are super hot and dangerous with its extreme temperatures. Plus, you have the ash and toxic gas, plus the smoke, that can cause serious harm. There is a lot of speculation and some theories on Javari, some painting it to be a sort of canyon badlands or lava field. The place itself might be a reference to Rio Javari, South America. But the most noticeable is mentions of a mysterious beast or monster. The Chasm has to be, to date, the most anticipated place, not only for those diving deep into the Genshin Wonderland rabbit hole, but those that want to explore or new bosses to fight. It is Liyue's very own dragon spine with its unique biology and climate too. It is the border between Liyue and Sumeru, and probably will be one of the 2 means we'll reach Sumeru this summer. It is where a vast majority of Liyue gets its ores from. There are even ties to the Adepti and Yaksha's lore, and very likely, even Aether and Lumine. It is also the site where Morax and Agedaha fought deep into its depths, creating Dragonfall ore in the process. But it was created when a star fell to this world, and there is so much speculations and theories surrounding this place. In the 2.5 preview program, they revealed some concept art of the Chasm, so we should be able to dive in and unveil its secrets very soon. It is also very possible the Chasm might be one of the many gateways into the Abyss. Petrichor is a town in Fontaine that is first mentioned by Xavier when we help him to repair the furnace that had gone haywire, which was causing an overabundance of electro in the surrounding area, thus forcing him and the shogunate to seal it off. Xavier goes on to explain a little bit of this town in the Nation of the Hydra Archon. From what we do know, Xavier says this: I can tell you of the majestic waterfall that made a deep impression on my soul as I worked in my study in Petrichor. Going by this, the town itself will have quite the stunning scenery and scenic waterfall. It seems to be a town well versed in technology, like much of Fontaine, as the nation seems to be in an era of invention and great advancements. As for the town's name, it seems to possibly originate from the term Petrichor, which means smell of rainfalls. This town is one we too will learn about next year when we go to Fontaine in 2023. Probably even get to see it for ourselves even. Something to definitely look forward to. The nation of war and combat, famed for its Pyro Archon and her children of fiery red hair and eyes. This nation is one of the highly most anticipated ones in the future in 2024, but we actually don't know all that much about it, shockingly enough. But we do know it is a tropical jungle region rich in volcanic activity, which also means it's probably the only region with natural hot springs, according to the 2 bath NPCs, Mikawa and Aikawa in Inazuma. They also seem to favor a type of martial arts called shadowboxing, which is mentioned by Shuzan. Going by what little we do know, Natlan seems to take heavy influences from Latin America, so we can expect harsh and humid jungles, sandy beaches, and probably strong influences of the Mayan and Aztec cultures, which were just two of the warrior tribes you could find, as there were others, but they were the most famous for their, well, dark and violent history. The name Natlan may be a reference to Nahuatl, which was the language of the ancient Aztecs and other Mexican tribes. Oh, also, comment section, don't get mad at me, it's actually pronounced Nahuatl. Sorry about that. Moripasak, the fishing town and home of a spirited and cheeky 11th Harbinger we all know, and he's either really adored or hated. But Tartaglia's hometown, we actually know very little about. All we know with clarity, thanks to his backstory, is that it is a fishing town, probably at the coast or some sort of body of water, like maybe a frozen lake, or is it a port town maybe? We unfortunately just don't know for sure, but judging by the name, which translates to sea sand, I think it's safe to say it's a seaside port town. Maybe we'll see some icebergs when Tartaglia takes us fishing. We promise to someday go with him and meet his family, but I'm sure we'll learn more once we get closer to Snezhnaya. Lastly on the list, we have the famed royal palace of the Cryo Archon herself. And there is in no way, shape, or form that I'm even going to try and pronounce this, so you guys know obviously what it is. There is so much mystery surrounding not only the Tsaritsa, but her palace itself. Its name literally means Outpolar Palace in Russian. It also serves as the HQ of the Fatui Harbingers, which makes it even more intriguing. The palace itself may be a reference to the former winter palace of the Russian royal family, back when they were ruled by the Tsar and his family before the Russian Revolution. The Winter Palace was the Russian royal family's official residence, and as you can see, it's quite impressive and large. It may also be a reference to the old fairy tale of the Ice Queen's palace, but we shall see in the future. It is one of the places we know very little about, and is connected to very prominent and important figures in the world of Teyvat. That wraps it up for now, as some of these places were a bit harder to find information about than others. There are many more places we do not know about, and we'll discover more as we continue our journey, fellow travelers and adventurers. But I hope some light was shed onto these 6 places, one of which we will uncover what secrets it holds in the very near future. Something I look forward to doing as we dive into the Chasm. And we're going to want our hard hats for that trip to the Chasm. And no doubt we'll learn more about it in the future. But with that being said though, I'm gonna go ahead and close the Teyvattionary. Thanks so much for watching, and with that said, I will see you in the future for more Genshin Impact content and lore. And I'm just gonna talk for another 4 more seconds because I want my mid-roll ad. Thanks guys.